And welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. As you can see, Sanzar, there is no match footage. It is just me. Sorry about being late, everybody. Sorry about this morning. Apparently, it's against copyright to show myself to the world, according to Sanzar. So this morning, our watch-along was taken down due to copyright violation, which was absolute nonsense. We've had to submit a complaint and stuff like that. Now, hopefully, we don't get that situation at the moment. And that's why I was a little bit late. I was busy sorting it out and just making sure that, hopefully that we can get through this without having to worry about our stream being taken down. So sorry for being a bit late and sorry for this morning, but we are live. We are going to try and get through this. Hopefully what should be a fantastic match at the Seabus Stadium. It's been a horrendous morning for me. Horrendous. I actually missed the blooming Australia the Argentina versus the All Blacks game because we had no power. So just when you think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. So apologies for what's been a bit of a chaotic morning, but we are live. The game will kick off in about 12 minutes. So let's get excited. I'm fighting off a bit of demons from last night, a bit of a big night. So we're sticking onto the water today. But look, I saw the result and didn't look like it went well for Argentina. So if you watched the game, let me know what you thought. What do you think went wrong? What happened there? Because I'm gonna obviously catch the highlights later. But it didn't go well at all. I'm gonna put out the question on the poll: who is winning this match? You guys can all go and vote, and we can see. I reckon I can probably predict what the result of the poll will be. But you know what? You never know. So let's see how it goes. But so let me know where you're watching on. Please start smashing the like button. Please start subscribing to the channel as well. Let's try and see. We burst straight through the 6,700 subscriber mark. So the next big one for us is 7,000 subscribers. So I'll be very surprised if we go and get 250 of you guys today. But hey, who knows? You never know. We're also trying to break 1,000 on Forever Rugby. That is looking very close. So hopefully we can break that today, if nothing else. But what are you guys' score predictions? How are we feeling about this? Do you think we're going to see a big game, big score line? Where are we at? Where are we at with our score predictions? What are we thinking? Let's see who is here. So we've got in the comments below. So so my camera. That's why we couldn't show the All Blacks game earlier, because we it got taken down, which is very frustrating. But yes. So good morning. Good afternoon, I suppose. Morning. It's afternoon in 5 minutes. So we'll stick with good morning. Good morning, Sachin is in the comments. Think 20 feels 60s here. Richard Corvus here. Torben Bull is here. Tim van den Berg says, didn't miss much in the New Zealand versus Argentina game, to be honest. As Sachin said, Argentina got creamed. Argentina got dominated like the Sharks last night. What a match. What a final. The Bulls just keep moving on, don't they? Think 20 feels 60 is going SA by 12. Sachin's reckon is going 35-15 to the Bokke. Did you drink brandy or beer last night? I drank everything last night. It was a brandy special. There was beer. There was Jägermeister. There was Fireball. There was tequila. It was a mess. It was a mess. So fighting a bit of demons, but we'll move. Got to be tough these days. Got a bride this afternoon, and I've never been so excited for a bride in my life. I don't know why. But it's just after the weekend of fantastic rugby, I just can't wait to sit down, not with a beer, because I'm probably still be suffering a little bit, but just sit outside. Summer is here. The weather is gorgeous out there, and just sort of relax and watch a bit of footy this afternoon. Johan Olivier reckons Boks will win, but it will be a narrow victory. They're going to have to adjust the faster game the Aussies are likely to bring to the park. Watching from PE. Brian Zugu, who says Springboks 28-18. Screen cut off a ton of your head. Thought you got the box haircut. No, I would look terrible with a blooming. It's nice to have short hair, but 2 years ago I had a disaster haircut where they basically just took everything off, and I realized then that I can't afford to go bald because I don't have a nice looking head. But yeah, it does occasionally kick. I need to get a better chair. In fact, I need to get a better camera so that I can actually put more of myself. Otherwise, you see me disappearing there and there and there. We'll get there. Early stage. We're still building everything. Good morning, Steve. Moses, how's it? SA 35-17. Bryce sounds epic. Who is the ref? It's Luke Pierce today, I think it is. We checked that the other day on the stream. It was Luke Pierce was the was the ref. I'm pretty sure. And I'm hoping that he has a bit of a game like we saw from Morris van Westhuizen last night, where we just didn't talk about him, which is the main thing. Today will be... Yeah, so there's Luke Pierce today. So we're going to have a bit of a format change in terms of the way we're sort of moving in around the channel today. So this is the plan, by the way. This is the plan for today. So first of all, we're obviously going to be live for the game. So start smashing the like. Let's get everybody into the comments, stuff like that. Let's get as many people onto the stream as possible. And then immediately after this, we then move on to our player rating show, which will be literally directly after this. So basically, you go after the stream, it'll direct you to the player rating show. We're only going to be rating the Springboks today. Two reasons. First of all, obviously with power and stuff like that, I didn't actually manage to get to sorting out the Australians. Second of all, we are going to be live streaming the post-match press conference to our members. We had a bit of a sit down this week talking about, you know, what we're doing with our membership offering and stuff like that. We haven't been able to get as many guests, or any guests really, apart from Vince Tuka, onto the channel. We haven't been able to sort of stick to what we wanted to give our members. So as a result, we're now going to start live streaming press conferences to members only, and then they'll be made available an hour or two later for everybody else. So you will still get all the content. I've always been very adamant that, you know, even if you can't afford to become a member or something like that, you will still get all the content. But to try and make it a bit more exclusive and to try and get some of their bang for the buck, we are going to be doing live streaming now for press conference. So if you're a member, so if you'd like to become a member, I'm going to chuck up the link at the top there. So if you'd like to stream the press conferences live, then that is how you can do it. We're hopefully going to have both Dave Rennie as well as Jacques Nienaber for 10 minutes, and then we're going to move into the Springboks. We're going to have a separate press conference, which will also then be streaming over there. So that is how it is all going to work today. So we've got quite a stacked lineup for you. So I'm not sure how it's going to, if it's going to work or not. We're trying new things. We're trying new things. So let's hope it does. And if it doesn't, then we'll go back to what's been tried and tested. But if you don't try things, you'll never know. So that's the thinking behind there. I'm going to get my scoreboard and stuff like that. But yeah, keep getting your score predictions in here. The referee today is Luke Pierce from England. So we do have a neutral ref. Don't have to worry too much about that. And let me just sort this out. So yeah, please do smash like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel as well. Need to try and get up to that 7,000 mark by hopefully the end of the month. I think will probably be our goal there. We need to try and not get our videos taken down by Sanzar for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So it's very, very frustrating. But we're hoping that we won't have any issues today. I know you like this. Right. So kickoff is in 4 minutes time. Let me just sort out, make sure that my TV is working and stuff like that, and then I'm not going to have issues with the like this. Yeah, listen, you're gonna have to excuse me for a little bit because we currently don't have any signal on my DSTV, which is going to be a bit of a disaster. So I shall be back in 2 minutes. Please don't go away. Let me check up our scoreboard in the meantime. Never mind, we're back. Here come the Aussies. Michael Hooper leading out his troops. Very, very good players, Michael Hooper, and I think probably needs a lot more support from his men. Look, there's some good players in this Australian side. I'm very interested to see how Craig Cooper goes tonight. He's obviously the big one that was sort of his big talking point back into the starting lineup. And what's your favorite Craig Cooper moment? I think mine's when he scooped his head clapped into one of the cameras. Good times, good times. But Joe, what is your favorite Craig Cooper moment? He's a phenomenal player on his day. He really, really is. But let's hope that he doesn't have one of those days where he can basically win a match by itself. But in terms of the Australians today, this is how they will line up. Here come the Boks. I mean, flipping Australia can't even... Are there restrictions in terms of how many people can be in the stadium? Because how have they not packed the stadium? No, man. My flipping DSTV is having a disaster here. I have to try and stream on the iPad. Oh, this is just going terribly. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Well, we have to bring up a backup stream because apparently the weather and stuff like that is causing ours to go down. So, yeah, we're going to be a bit sketchy with the signal and stuff like that. And but I do have a backup, so we'll be able to either way do something. Dwayne Vermeulen back for the Boks. The last time he played, he was man of the match in that final up against England back in 2019. Missed the entire Lion series, so hopefully he has a big game today and sort of makes up for it. But yeah, where I am with the comments. Carl, thanks for the show, man. A pleasure. Thank you for jumping on. Henrico says 45-17 win for the Springboks. Captain Crunch, we need to get you to 10K. Well, I'm in for it. So let's try and put. I mean, it'll be phenomenal. If I to go and see that 10K mark would be like incredible. Something I never thought that we'd even be talking about at this stage. So yeah, if you want to help us with the journey, then you know what to do. The mighty All Blacks gave out donuts to Argentina, something the Springboks couldn't do in their 2 games. Oh, look, it's a salty All Blacks fan. Oh, there we go. Hey, dude, how are you? Shame. It's been a while since you won a trophy, hey? You're not happy that we got the World Cup. Not happy that we managed to beat the Lions and you didn't. Oh, the salty tears in the morning. I love it. I love it. Love it. Take the L. Settle down. We'll see you in 2 weeks. You might beat us, but you know what? You know what you didn't do? Beat the Lions. You know what you didn't do? Win the last World Cup. You know what you didn't do? Win the last Rugby Championship. You know what we did? All 3 of those. So, away with you. Mark Julie, good morning from the UK. Sunny today, but nursing a poorly. Moggy, he was shut in my neighbor's shed. She was a wee bit crazy. Won't be very impressed there. Can't be crazy. Has been called up. Go SA. Hi there. Can't watch the match. Don't have any options. I tried your link. Will one see the match on your channel? No, I can't show any match footage. Sanzar, are you listening? I don't show any match footage. We did do a video on how you can watch it using Australia's Channel 9 with ExpressVPN if you want to check out the channel for that. How old is Craig Cooper? I think he's about 34, maybe a bit older. He's not as old as I think we all think he is. 33 years old. So he's not that old. All right, got the Australian national anthem going on. Right. There's a bit of paint on the side of Michael Hooper's face. Why can't Bismarck du Plessis play for the Boks? Well, I mean, he can. He's eligible, I suppose, but I think he's probably a little bit old. I mean, he's about blooming. How old is Bismarck du Plessis? He must be about 38. Oh, mana. There we go. He's 37. So yeah, I don't think we need to see Bismarck back in the Boks setup. He had his days. Good days. They were very good days. But I mean, jeepers, we've got so much depth at hooker. I don't think we need to worry too much about him. Reynolds says Nokia must replace Ori in the squad. He's an engine similar to Mostert. Yeah, I think it'll be a matter of time before we see Ruan Nokia up in the Boks setup. I thought he was just tremendous the entire season. Albert Lowe had a very good match last night as well. All Black Soldier like the Liberals. Yes, Sash said, let's see how sharp he is because he can take over all credit. Yeah, no, he's good. He is good. Spirit Corsi into the lineup today. Very, very chuffed to see him getting a chance. I don't know why. Somebody actually said they were they the only ones that wasn't unhappy that Spirit Corsi not uploaded Fassi. I think we need to calm down in the Fassi hype, to be honest. Spirit Corsi got an 83% win percentage when he starts. So what has he ever done wrong? So I don't understand why people are so upset that he's playing ahead of Fassi. I think Fassi's had a fantastic start to his career, but he's got time. We don't need to rush these players in. Spoon Corsi's had to sort of, I mean, he got overtaken by Mapimpi and Ches and Colby, who are just pure class. But whenever he plays, he gives it his all. He's a good player, he's a fantastic finisher, and probably a better defender as well than Apley Fassi. Johan Olafia says stadium capacity versus crowd number. I don't know if, I mean, are they only allowed to have a certain amount in the stadium because it's not full? It's not full. How is this not full? You've got the blooming All Blacks versus Argentina, followed by South Africa versus Australia, and you can't fill a flipping stadium. Poor form. But the anthems are done. We're getting ready. We're moving. Kickoff is coming up very shortly. This is going to be a huge game. Final chance to get your score predictions, and I am going to end the poll. Everybody has voted, and let's see what everyone said. Right, so 115 people voted, and 88% reckon South Africa will be taking the W today. So let's hope that is the case. Luke Pearce will be assisted by Damon Murphy, Jordan Way, both Australians, and Matthew Murphy will be the TMO. Luke Pearce, the man with the whistle. Four, three, two, one. And we're away. Quay Cooper, Australia playing right to left. First touch of the ball for Faf de Klerk, who then asked Damien Delindi to smash things up. Okay, the first box kick of the day. Expect to see a lot of those. Faf de Klerk goes to that left boot. It's a chase here by Spurn Corsi, who gets there first, goes up. Nobody sort of bounced to nobody, and Lut Yaga wins possession back. So that's a nice kick there for Faf de Klerk, who now goes to Pollard, spreading out wide to Billy LaRue, spots a bit of space down that left flank. Quay Cooper is well positioned. First touch, them stepping away from Makazuma Pimpy, then brought down by Franco Mostert. So the Australians now winning possession back in their own half. Summer Karevi under a little bit of pressure. Nice rush to face there from the box immediately. Matt Phillip, they're carrying it up. Luke Pearce, very quick to say use it when the ball goes down. I like that. I enjoy that. McDermott now goes to the boot. Box kick from him. It's going to be Villaroo. It's a solid take for him. Dwayne Firmino was in and around there. And it is available for Faf de Klerk. Stephen Kitsov waiting. Stephen Kitsov will get his first run of the day. Runs into the big Isaac Rodder. Now back in the pocket is Andre Pollard, who lifts the boot. Spoon Corsi will contest this. And he's won it back. Good stuff. Come on, Spoo. Long pass out to Pollard to LaRue. Once again, chipping over the top. And he's weighted that kick beautifully. Just bounces in touch and runs into touch between the 10 meter and the 22. So immediately about 10 sort of kicks from hand from the Springboks. But the kicking game looking good so far. Both up and unders, we managed to win possession back. There, Billy LaRue just putting into the perfect sort of space, nailing the Australians just ahead of the 22. So it's going to be a first throw to the lineup for Falau Fainga. And they go to, it's won by Eben Etzebeth, but it'll go out, but it is a win. It is a win. Good stuff there. So they gained a couple of meters there, have the Australians. It will be another put-in. Eben Etzebeth getting ahead of Lachlan Swinton. So a nice start here from the box. They'll go up again, I'm sure. They go towards the back. Lewis goes up, but can't win it. So we're going to try and see a rolling more here from the Australians. They've got a bit of momentum here. Now they're being sort of driven back a bit, sort of splinting off to the side. It's been given to Tate McDermott. He almost gets charged down, but does eventually manage to get his box kick up. Makazuma Pimpy underneath it now. First touch of the ball from Pimpy. What's he going to do? Gets away from one. Gets away from two. Eventually brought down by the 10 meter. Now, Faf de Klerk goes to the boot. It's rolling. He's being chased down there by Thomas Banks, who then returns the favor. Does not find touch. Goes straight down the throat to Faf de Klerk, who goes inside to Andre Pollard. Pollard's asked for a couple of chases. It will come in the form of Billy LaRue. It's Karevi, I think. It's one back there by Franco Mostert. And good counter back there from Billy LaRue as well, keeping the ball right. Now Pollard going towards the right to Lakanya who's brought down by McDermott. Big counter rack in there, come there from Damien Delindi. On David Delindi rather, but we do manage to maintain possession. Bongi Manambi carrying it up. Now Faf de Klerk trying to chip over the bottom there. Roll, and that's Roland's touch again inside the 22. Come on, this is a good start. Very nice game management so far from the Springboks. Right. They go towards Swinton at the... No, sorry, it's... Ooh, that's a horrible pass there out wide. Karevi cleaning up, but that was almost a bit of trouble for the Australians. And a big counter and a penalty. Come on. The intensity is what I like to see. It was a horrible pass. I don't see who actually it was, but it didn't go to anybody. And Karevi having to clean up, but the counter ruck was there with Spoo and Corsi, Damon Dillon. So it's Lakanya here. They get straight over the ball, hands on, winning the penalty on the breakdown, right in front of the poles. First thing we're going to do is point to them and say thank you very much. Mark Pearson, watching with Channel 9 in the Aussie, we can't get access. Do you want need to pay for using Channel 9? No, I mean, I just, as soon as I create an account, and I use ExpressVPN to put myself in Australia, and it worked, no issue. So don't understand why you're having that issue. Sorry about that. Can't wait for Gianti to come back. Serena Opperman, Spoo is so good. Mark Julian says, break the odds. Hoodoo should be an easy win for the box, says Ice Snack. Mark Julian says, go Boca. Straight down the middle from Andre Pollard. So 3-0, good start from the box. Really, I mean, they won all the small battles there in Australia. There a lot of pressure, battling a little bit. Who was the SA Water Boys today? I've actually got no idea. Bloodshot says, go Boca. Why is the Aussie coach fat? Hey, nothing wrong with fat people. You want to pack of extra pounds there. Padding. Solid take under the high ball there from Dwayne Vermeulen, as you'd imagine. So on the board so far, nice and early. Faf de Klerk will go to his box kick. He will find touches Faf de Klerk, so it's on the 10-meter line. Solid extra player there from the box. Right, so Fainga. It's a solid line win for the Aussie. That looks much better. Cooper, who goes to Karevi, who's brought down by Damien Delendi. McDermott. Oh, inside ball from Craig Cooper. Doesn't go to anyone. It's eventually cleaned up. It eventually falls to Rob Valentini. Philip there. Bit of a messy ball to take McDermott. Then goes himself. Stephen Kitsoff getting onto that ball nice and early. Ooh, okay, so we're not rolling. I'm about to say Stephen Kitsoff had license to win that, but not rolling was the call. It's a penalty against the Springboks. This was right in front, so I reckon we're going to see 3-3 here. So it's Dwayne Vermeulen and Luke Diago, you're guilty for not rolling away there. Because I think, Kitsoff had all rights to play that ball. But a bit of a shaky start here for the Australians. I mean, Craig Cooper with a bit of an inside ball that didn't go to anyone. Completely missed out Corabetti. Cross says, Peach to the chat. Matthew Dixon says, crowd is disappointing. Yeah, I can't believe they can't fill it. I mean, really. How do you not manage to fill? I mean, how do you have a double head and you still can't fill stadiums? Come now. So Craig Cooper will have his first kick of the match. And that'll sneak into the left-hand side part of the post. So Craig Cooper levels the scores at 3-3. The Australians hit back in the 8th minute. Right, Paul with the restart, going towards the right, towards Corabetti, who is brought down. No, it's a missed tackle by Spoo Corsi, but Stephen Kitsoff does bring him down. Stephen Kitsoff still good bringing him down. It's a very nice tackle by him, driving him a bit back. Bongi Manambi quick to hit that ruck and slow things down. The carry there from Swinton. Try and create a bit of an angle for Tate McDermott now, who will go to the boot. That's gone straight up from McDermott, so it's going to be very contestable. Dwayne Vermeulen comes in, but the ball pops back towards Luat Diaga. Now back to Villaroo. He puts it up. This will be right on the edge of the 22. Makazoma Pimpy. It bounces back towards Sia Khaleesi, who puts it back inside for Damien Delenda, who can't quite hang on. I don't know if it went out or if we were playing the knock-on. Well, we get the scrum, so the knock-on from Australia, so we'll take that. First scrum of the day. So a couple of words being given to Luke Pearce about blocking. At the moment, Makazoma Pimpy saying that he can't contest for the ball because they're blocking the players there. But it's a nice result for South Africa to have a scrum just inside the 22 on the far left-hand side of the park, so they've got the entire width of the field to work with. Right, here we go. The front row for Australia is Angus Bell, Falal Fainga, and Alan Alatoa. Up against Stephen Kitshoff, Bongi Banambi, and France Malherbe. Let's see what we can do here. And it's a penalty to the box. Thank you very much. Angus Bell, they're going down under the pressure. Very decisive so far from Luke Pearce. Went straight down. We are going to take the points here. We're about 5 meters in from the left-hand touchline here, so wouldn't be the easiest kick, but for a kicker, you can try and start this towards the right and try and bring it in a little bit. Please do smash like on the video. We're 46 likes. Let's see if we can get that over 50, maybe even try and break 100 likes today. 305 people watching. Please do continue to subscribe to the channel as well on our way towards 7,000 subscribers. Right, Pollard to regain the lead. Yep. Pulls in the middle there. There we go. Another 3 points. So 6 on the board from the Springboks. 6-3. Good stage so far. Winning all the battles at the moment. The kick battle looks very contestable. 1 scrum, 1 penalty. Already 1 line out. So the intensity looks up to it. We look up to the intensity so far. We haven't really seen this sort of Australians play too sort of freely with possession. Deep kick is Dwayne Vermeulen underneath him once again. The ever reliable Dwayne Vermeulen back in a box shirt. Faf de Klerk going to the boot. Even Etzebeth chasing. It's Banks who gets wrapped up by Spoon. Of course, he gets the pass away to Karevi. McDermott goes to Quay Cooper. A little dab over the top. Bit of space, but well fielded there from Pollard. He gets it out to Villiers Leroux. He gives it back to Pollard, who fumbles but manages to keep hold on to it. Under a lot of pressure, and I think Australia have turned it over with a advantage. Yeah, penalty there. Probably wasn't the right decision for Villiers Leroux to go back into Pollard. Yeah, see, I think Villiers Leroux probably needs to take contact there. Put Pollard under a lot of pressure. He had no... Yeah, I mean, it's a big tackle by Ikatar there on him. And then everyone's on him very quickly. The My All Blacks, I hit a nerve. You're triggered by that. No, if you're going to be an idiot, I'm going to tell you that you're being an idiot. So don't come here with this, oh, you guys didn't beat Argentina by much. Doesn't really matter, does it? At the end of the day, assuming the Boks win these next 2 tests, which is a big assumption, the Rugby Championship is going to come down to the New Zealand versus South Africa game. So, yeah, but whatever happens, we'll just take the W's that we've got. You guys had your moment in the sun. Right, Craig Cooper to try and level things up there. '71 tests for Craig Cooper, 8 tries, 157 points. Isn't a lot of points, is it? I suppose he doesn't do a lot of kicking sometimes. Right, Craig Cooper makes no mistake. He adds the extra 3, and the Australians are level once again. 6-6 after 14 minutes played at the Seabus Stadium. Towards touchline, it's Corey Betty under there. Solid tackle there by Luat Diaga. And the ball's popped out the back, so Swinton has to carry it up. Solid tackle by Kitsoff and Bongi Manambi. And now McDermott with the box kick. It'll be contestable. Villaroo comes in there, gets absolutely hammered, but does manage to retain possession, so it's a solid take from him. Just inside Australian territory, Luat Diaga carrying up. Missed the tackle by Swinton and Rodder. Now back to Pollard, who goes to the boot. Now Max Dormapimpi's going to have to chase quite hard. Banks uncontested. Runs it to Sia Khaleesi, who picks him up and... ooh, that's harsh. Oh, well, Sia Khaleesi, somebody said something there. He was not happy. Went straight in there. Sia Khaleesi conceding a penalty for a dangerous tackle, which I think it's just momentum. I don't think it was a tip tackle. But I want to see, I think somebody said something here. So he runs straight into Khaleesi. It's not that deep. They're going upstairs to review this. Look, we saw this this tackle. In fact, I think it's not probably as bad as the one that Hamish Watson did during the series. Nothing happened to him, so... Okay, so they're saying that he'd lifted him up and driven to the ground. It's very, very similar to the Hamish Watson one, isn't it? Which we all wanted a yellow card, so I think Khaleesi could be in a bit of trouble here. Okay, well, Pierce is apparently ready for the discussion. Okay, yellow card for Sia Khaleesi. I don't think it was anything harsher than that. It does go past the horizontal, so he gets a yellow card. So it's through the horizontal, so you immediately start, so that which means that you're into foul play territory. And as soon as you're in foul play territory, then you're looking at... hey, get out of here. Then you're looking at least a yellow card. So the yellow card's probably not the worst result there. But just, I think discipline at the moment for the Boks, just letting them down because they're winning all the small collisions, but then allowing Australia's back into the game just to do some basic errors. So Sia Khaleesi will spend 10 minutes in the bin. So now it's a big sort of 10-minute period here for the Boks. Well, Sam Karevi might find a bit of a gap there. Pollard makes the tackle. Matt Phillip now making a strong run there. Australia's getting up towards the 22. Cooper going to the guitar. Dwayne Vermeulen trying to contest on the breakdown there. Cooper going out to Karevi, who goes out wide for Banks. Banks cuts inside. Banks cuts inside. Well, that is shambolic defending. Shambolic defending. And of all the people to score, it's Andrew Kellaway. Well, you talk about making a yellow card count, and that's it, you know. And that's the first time, as I said, we talked about the fact that we haven't really seen the Australians playing with too much freedom just yet. But this is the first time they're throwing the ball away. And the rush defense of Faf de Klerk, he misses the tackle to Karevi, who then throws it out wide. Cuts inside on Mapimpi, does Kellaway. And Mapimpi probably needs to do a bit better than that, as does Villy Leroux. Very, very easy there for the Australians. It's that missed tackle from Faf de Klerk. It's brilliantly read by Karevi, who came inside, saw Faf de Klerk was rushing up, and the Springboks concede their first try of the match. It's a good finish. It's a good finish. Not the start to the yellow card period that we needed. Well, yeah, and talk about discipline there. I think defense discipline not particularly good either. So, time to regroup a little bit here from the box. Craig Cooper has the extra 2, so they go up to 13 points to 6. Yeah, you can see that's the issue with the rush defense, you know. It is very effective, but as soon as you miss that one tackle, it creates a lot of space. But Spoon, of course, he's almost won that back off the kickoff. He actually tapped it back, but into an Australian player and fell towards the Australians. McDermott going to the boot. It's Dwayne Vermeulen underneath it. And Dwayne Vermeulen spills it, and then Craig Cooper spills it forward, I think. Knock on by Gold. Well, then why couldn't we play? So challenging the air from Craig Cooper, I think knocks it on in the process, so we will have a scrum. Another 6 minutes left on the clock for Sia Khaleesi's yellow card. I'm not quite sure why we had to stop the game there, Luke. It wasn't a knock-on from the Springboks. The knock-on came from Craig Cooper, which was quite clear. Ebenet's a bit down. So the time is off at the moment. .91 cap so far from Etzbeth. So when he will get to that 100, he's got another 3 after this. So call it 94 if he doesn't get injured. 97 if he plays all 3 matches at the end of the tour. So yeah, next year during that incoming tour against Wales, he could be playing his 100 test if he plays every test until then. What a player. What a player. Time is back on. Right, scrum down. We won a scrum last time. I can't believe the stadium's not full. Can we just talk about this? Can you imagine the demand? I mean, we could blooming sell out Soccer City if you had to have the 2 games you've seen today. And they can't sell out the Seabus Stadium, which is not the biggest stadium. Let's be honest here. Come on, this is poor form from the Australians. And they wanted to host the Lions series. Well, it's gone down again, so I think we'll have a reset scrum here. Trying to take the capacity of the Seabus Stadium to see what they could have put in there. Now Faingo down, so time is off again. I mean, it's 27,400 seats, and you can't fill it. That is so poor. We would pack out Ellis Park at 60,000 seats. We'd pack out the 50,000 in blooming Cape Town Stadium if we had this. So Angus Bell looks like he's under a little bit of pressure once again at scrum time, so hopefully that'll be someone we can try and exploit. Right, time's back on. We'll have the scrum again. Come on, man. Give it a penalty, get ourselves towards into Australian territory and just sort of wind the clock down a little bit. It's gone down, but it's available at the back for Faf to use. So he does use it, goes to Pollard. He's got Spoon Corsi, but he goes himself. Brought down by Tate McDermott. Now Faf de Klerk will go towards the right-hand side. He goes straight through the hands of Bongi Manambi. France Malherbe cleaning up there. Now, if the clerk will go to the boot. So very, very good work there by. He's still going as Corey Betty. Stepped away from Springboks very well. Eventually brought down. And as a penalty towards South Africa. Thank you very much. And who else but Dwayne Vermeulen clutching when we need him. Very, very strong carry there from Corey Betty. He's a very good player. You can see he spins very well. We'll take McDermott also pretty much taking Springboks out. Then he gets away from Luat Diaga. Inside. Tackle comes from Springboks and Luat Diaga, and Eben Etzebeth. And then big Dwayne thaws over and saying, thank you very much. We'll take a penalty. Hey, clock, can you get back? We'll be taking the points here. So 4 minutes left on the yellow card clock for Siya So Andre Pollard can take his time here, wind the clock down a little bit. It's on the right-hand side of the park, about 10 meters in from the touchline, just inside the Australians' half. So I'd say maybe sort of 45 meters on the angle. He's got the distance. I don't think he's got the direction, though. Yeah, Pollard goes towards the right there. It's a pretty poor kick from him. So chance goes to begging there. I'm not sure it's the right option, to be honest. I think given a couple of minutes, I would have liked to have seen kick into the corner. And you can't play every game at home. Oh, don't come with this, cuck. Don't come in with us there. We'll host the British and Irish Lions series. Come here and stuff like that. And then you can't even fill a stadium. It's 27,000 people. You couldn't find 27,000 people to watch 2 test matches. Don't get loud here about blooming home games and stuff like that. Oof, that's a very big collision between Dwayne Vermeulen and Tom Banks. The ball spills out the side towards Karevi, who I think tucks inside but does get pulled out. It's become a bit messy in the last couple of minutes. Not too much structure. There's a big collision here. Dwayne Vermeulen up against Marty Banks. He actually doesn't even go for it, by the way. Kind of almost just drops his shoulder. Usually Pierce telling off now. So you will have a scrum here. It is Australian put in at the scrum, so this will another 2 minutes try and wind down. Well, the man down, and McDermott breaks down. Oh, it's a big tackle from Faf de Klerk. Show him off on scrum off there. Tate McDermott trying to exploit the space out wide. Even Etzebeth reading the ball well, putting them under a bit of pressure. Angus Bell carrying it up towards the halfway line for the Australians. Now Swinton, is another carry from him. And sealing off, so another penalty to the box. Thank you very much. Now kick this to the corner. Matt Phillip, the man who is penalised for sealing off. ANFG reckons the Wallabies will blow out after 60. Kwasi says the box looked rattled. Attendance in a game in Australia has 0 to do with you guys. You played 5 at home. Well, yeah, I'm sorry that we had a Lions tour. It's not really a Lions tour if it's not in South Africa, is it? Yeah, and as we thought, it is Alton Yankees running water. Often does when he's not playing. He's quite an important player within the setup. So in absence of Rassie Erasmus, we've got Alton running the water. 5-man line out. They have gone to the corner there. Oh, it's been spilled. The early pushing there from the Australians. So it's another penalty, taking out Luat Diaga in the air. So another 25 seconds to wind down the clock for Siya. I'm not sure DPS how good a ref is he. I enjoy him. Do you know what it is? I just enjoy his communication. You know, even if you're not going to get every single call right, he's such a good communicator. You never know. You never don't. You always know exactly what's going on. You know, he'll explain everything. He makes decisions quickly. There it is. Captain Siya is back on. Right, we need a big game for you now, chap. You've had your 10 minutes of rest. Now go and empty the tank. Perfect timing here. Up on the 5 meter. Bongi Manambi needs to hit the line out. They go to Luatiaga, and they've taken him out. And again, surely, ref, come now. You can't be doing this. So we've got a penalty advantage. Right, Faf de Klerk's using himself. Dabs in the head. David Deledy! Well, the Kanyaham's got grounding. They reckon it's not gone. It's fine. We'll go back to penalty if it's not. But almost a try from the Springboks. I don't think he scored it. He's not celebrating too much. So I think he did knock it down. Rudy Pedro says, funny how the ref does not see the obstruction against the Bok chasers after a high ball. They have raised it, so it'll be interesting to sort of see if that's something that they will start to pick up now. Luke Pierce is going to go upstairs, try and check this grounding. I don't think it's good from Lekanya. He wasn't celebrating. There was a penalty advantage anyway, so we can go back to it for it. And this ball just sort of got away from everyone. It gets away from Tate McDermott. Lekanya then grabs it. All he needs to do is find a patch of grass, and he does lose it. He does lose it on the floor. So we'll go back for the penalty. Lekanya, all he had to do was just dive away from Tate McDermott, and he would have been fine. So a little bit of trial line fever there, but we'll go back for the penalty. Australia, it's not even a 50-50 call. Luatiaga's basically just caught the ball, and they're already pushing him. I missed it hard to see get a card out. Tip tackle went through the horizontal there. Don't think it was a red card, to be honest, but so I think the yellow was about fair. So I think we've gone for the corner again. Right, back-to-back penalties from the same thing from the Australians. So this is something that the Boston try and exploit. Bongi Manambi, first things first, he just needs to hit his man, get the rolling more going. So he does go quickly to Luatiaga. This time they got the timing right. The Australians initially pushing the Springboks back, but they are going to try and splinter down the left. They're going. They're still going. The question is, does somebody have hands? Oh, we've got a penalty advantage for collapsing the ball as well. So a free roll of the dice here if we can find this ball out. Faf de Klerk pulling out Michael Hooper so we can get this ball available. Now, here we go. Card time. Yeah, there we go. Repeated infringements. Get in the bin. The literal bin. So I actually don't know who's getting the card here. I think it's Philip. Yeah, Matt Phillip in the bin. So I can take away the yellow card for them and give them a yellow card. Right, so Australia down to 40 men. The first thing they did when we were down to 40 men was score a try. So hopefully we can try and return the favor. It had to be a yellow card. Just impeding infringements at the moment. Is there a crowd at the game? Yes, there is a crowd at the game. Not a massive crowd. It's a decent crowd, but I just think 27,000 seats. Surely you can sell it out. But it is cool to have crowds back in stadiums. I don't know what we're checking here now. What are we checking here? Oh, looking for a penalty try. No, I don't think it's a penalty try. And again, Luke Pierce just very, very clear about what's going on. So they're looking for a penalty try, saying that if they didn't take him down, they would have scored it. No, I think it was too messy to be able to say it would have been guaranteed a try. So we'll take a penalty. We'll take a 14 men down. Johannes Friedrich, the latest member to the Forever Sports Members Club. Welcome, welcome. So time is back on. And the Springboks for the fourth time now will go for the line out here. Come, keep them under pressure. Keep them under pressure. They go towards the back. This time to Franco Mostert. They're still going here. Yeah, it's coming a bit of momentum. They set up quite well. They set up quite well. They just need to get a bit of a run. Here we go. Here we go. Bongi Manami. Over we go. Thank you very much. Exactly what we needed. There we go. Couple of afters in the background there from the looks of it. We don't care. We're on the board. That looked like you knew that was going to be a try. The way it was set up, you could just see. When you see a more and it's set up just really well. The entire formation was really good. We had a couple of Australian players on the ground. We had the entire pack in there. Franco Mostert desperately urging on his teammates, and Don't give him a masterfully waits, gets towards the try and then goes over. Not stopping him from there. Any links you guys know how to stream, you can check in the description. I've got the links of all the broadcasts and stuff like that. You can watch it on Channel 9 for free with the use of ExpressVPN. So you can give that a try. Other cards all of a sudden missing now. Should be there. They are there on the left there, at the bottom there. Right, now Pollard to try and level the scores here. Better kick. Oh, come on, man. You can't be missing that. Yes, really, Pollard? I mean, that was really a straightforward option. He doesn't have a particularly good goal-kicking record, to be honest, as Pollard. He's had some clutch moments, but he doesn't have a particularly good percentage-wise, if you look at it. I think you're looking at fly-offs in the last sort of decade. I think if you look at the fly-offs in the squad between Morningstar and Pollard and Alton Yankees, he's got the worst percentage of all of them. And that's just a poor kick. You can't be pulling that from there. Well, that's frustrating because we should be level, but 2 points still remain to the Australians. Deep kick off there to Dwayne Vermeulen. Once again, puts his head down. He's brought down by Isaac Rodder. Now Faf de Klerk going to the boot. It'll stay in, I think. Tom Banks there, but under a lot of pressure at the breakdown. Penalty advantage for the Australians, so they'll go back forwards. That's very frustrating. Offside, I think, is the call. I think he said 4, so I think it's Eamon Etzebeth who's come offside there, or was it 5? That's very frustrating because, with the yellow card, first of all, we want to try and keep a possession, but now they're going to try and kick to the corner and they're going to run the clock down. See, they're really having a bit of a conference call at the moment. Craig Cooper showing his leadership just in the air, telling everybody what's what and what. Right, so who's saying what? So Sapele number 1. Yes, beautiful. Just play a patient game, 100%. Just do the basics. They've kicked to the corner, have the Australians. Now the Springboks are under the cosh a little bit. Andre Kaman says, Kwasi. Carl says, Nearman Pollard. And Pollard's kicking has really gone downhill. He's just, I don't know what it is about him. There wasn't a particular, the one in the halfway line had a push, just not towards the right. But to be hooking it from there, I mean, he was pretty much halfway between the touchline and the goalpost. So it wasn't a particularly difficult kick. But now the South Africans under pressure here, right on the try line. They go to the front of the line to Australia. They use it immediately, though. Tate McDermott going to Karevi, goes inside Pollard. He makes the tackle. He picks up and goes. A lot of lazy runners here from Australia, taking out a few of the South African defenders. Now Swinton has gone down straight in front of Stephen Kitsov. He's trying to get hands on the ball, but he can't. McDermott goes to Angus Bell. Big defense needed here from the Springboks. They go wide to Craig Cooper, who goes to Karevi. Once again, Ikatar that time a bit sort of lazy. Penalty advantage to Australia. Cooper going to the back. Kellaway getting away from the rush defenders, then running into Stephen Kitsov. Cooper going to Swinton there. Ball sort of bubbling out in the contact. Still a penalty advantage here for Australia. They go to Bell. It goes inside to Levandini. Okay, so we'll go back for the penalty advantage. Offside, I think, is the call. Well, it's right in front of the poles, so Craig Cooper will knock this over, surely. Yeah, Michael Hoover points to the pump. So Australia have gone down to 14 men, and as a result, and since then, we've scored 5 points, and they're going to score 3. So 2 points difference at the moment. But just the lazy running there, like Michael Hooper there, as soon as he goes down to contact, moving back off the ball, even the sort of ball in behind towards Karevi, you can see the rush defense was coming up here, and just a couple of lazy runners who are just sort of trying to obstruct the box defense. But there's one way to try and sort of nullify the rush defense, to just try and use a couple of blockers and stuff. You just have to get it right, otherwise it's obstruction. Think 20 Field 60 says Faf is a decent kicker, and as well, even Villy, we should possibly be looking at changing this up. Bring on Mornay. Look, I don't think we'll see Mornay much in the Rugby Championship. Pollard's kicking is a bit like Pakistani cricket side. You never what's going to turn up. That's a very good point. The ref's from England, so it's obviously revenge time. I don't think he's had too many bad calls today so far. I think it's the lazy runners I think I'd like to have a look at. But both yellow cards were warranted. Please do keep smashing like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Jacques Ninabosh barking instructions off to his coaching staff. We're going deep with the kickoff. And it's Ikatar underneath it, who then goes to the left boot. It's a very big kick. That is a huge kick. It's a very big kick. So Ikatar's managed to find touch inside the Bok territory. That is a huge kick from the 13. Quite versatile is Ikatar. He's a nice player. But just less than 3 minutes left for the yellow card. So if you want to try and make a count, then this is the time to do it. And it's a contest lost by the Springboks. You don't see that very often. So Australia win the ball there. Karevi. Sorry, it's Koroibete who kicks ahead. Validaroo points to the sky. And then you see, once again, Pollard's been taken out. So it's uncontested from Banks, who then goes to the boot himself. Validaroo retreating inside his own 22 and calls for a mark. He looks buggered as Validaroo. Validaroo will find touch by the 10 meter of the Australians who use it quickly. They go to Craig Cooper. Cooper goes to Karevi. So it's Koroibete. Brought down by Faf de Klerk, still inside their own half. The other Australians, McDermott. Sorry, it's straight to Lacanio. Thank you very much. So South Africa back with the ball. Validaroo now spearing it wide to Pollard. Pollard going to Delendi. Delendi goes to Khaleesi. That's a fantastic pick up there. And losing the ball forward there as he's going into touch. So it does go to touch this Khaleesi. So it will be Australian put on the 22. Really nice take from him because the pass wasn't great from Damien Delendi. But I mean, this is a gift from Tate McDermott. He sort of was trying to find Craig Cooper and Lacanio who was up quickly. I don't know how he didn't see him. Says thank you very much. Turns over the ball. Then we went wide. Wasn't much sort of space there. Yeah, and by the time the Khaleesi made sure he had actually taken the pass, he was right up against the touchline. And Swinton makes the hit. So line of time, it's contested. Coming across from number 4, so it's a penalty against South Africa. This is what I talk about the discipline. The discipline hasn't been very good in this first half. Far too many penalties being conceded. So probably a good time for half time, to be honest. I think get into the change room and just calm down a little bit, because the early stages of the game, we're winning the small clashes or competitive at line-out time. But discipline just becoming, it's almost like it's over eagerness, like there, Evan Etzebeth, jumping into the Australian line-out. That's a really, really poor penalty to concede. Rate the ref so far. I think he's been all right. And I haven't had too much to say about him so far. Change Pollard, says Hans Osterloo. Well, it's Damien Willems, so he'll be coming on if it is. So he can't really do it at the moment. Do you think Rusty has any input on this game? Do you think he's speaking to coaching team live from SA? I'll be surprised. It's possible, but it could be. Graham says, Oz tough to beat if you don't put scoreboard pressure on them early. Peter says, I saw games where Faf kicks, drop goals and penalties with his left foot and got it over, giving the ball to get us some points. Tyler says, not happy with the world champions, not playing like champions, Box playing like sharks. Australia now onto the 10-meter line. They go to the front of the line out. And they use it quickly, not looking to use them all. Out goes to Karevi, now goes to Valentini, who's strong carry from the number 8 there. McDermott going to the left, going himself. Wrapped up by Stephen Kitsoff. Hooper filling a scrum off, then deciding to go himself. He breaks through this Michael Hooper. He's still going. He's getting away. He's got it in the likes of Valentini. They're right up to the 5-meter line here. Quick ball to Angus Bell, who goes to Craig Cooper. Inside ball there. So it's messy, but Koroibete does win it back. Now he finds a bit of space. Angus Bell now running into Evan Etzebeth, eventually brought down. McDermott to Quay Cooper. Quay Cooper goes himself. McDermott to Karevi. Quay Cooper sort of quite far back, doesn't really know what to do, goes himself. Now, this is where we talk about discipline. Discipline is needed here. Another carry from Valentini. Hitting it with pace there was, I think it was, not a big carry there. Oh, but Alan Latour has lost it forward in contact. So that's a nice period there. That's a nice period. Under the cosh there, it was a bit messy from Australia. It wasn't too structured, but exploiting the box defense a couple of times. And Alan Latour there, as he takes contact, spilling the ball forward. So the Box get away with that with a minute and a half. Probably just need to win the scrum, kick it deep, and it's a big tackle from Luat Diago, who just lodges the ball in the tackle. As I said, half time, 12 phases there. That was the 12th phase where they lost the ball there. So decent retention from the Australians. Sharks captain, what you expect? Rassie bouncing off the ceiling at the moment. Half-time phone, Rassie, says Staffy. Stop the game, and I'm a Sharks fan. We need our 16th man, the infamous Waterboy. Step in front of space says, just when I was praising the box squad, now it sounds like I'm messing up a little. Yeah, it hasn't been a particularly good half. As I said, I think we need half time. I think we need to go in, have some oranges, and just sort of reassess. Rudy says, we're going to get slaughtered playing New Zealand like this. Only good rugby I've seen is first 2 minutes and more tries. South Africa's done nothing, man, so bad. Well, we did score a try, so I wouldn't say we have done nothing. But look, Pollard has left 5 points out there, eh? So we should be level. We should be level. If Pollard had kicked that penalty and the conversion, we'd be level at the moment. So frustrating to leave 5 points out there in the first half already. And I think especially that the conversion was really, really poor. But need a big scrum here. Just 30 seconds to go until half time. Well, it's a big scrum from Australia, and they've won the penalty. That's a huge moment for them. That's a massive, massive moment. Well, on the brink of half-time, right up in front of the poles, the Wallabies have won a penalty. You can see by the celebration how much it means to them. But Quay Cooper will now be able to knock this over and go into half-time with a decent lead, actually. And it's on Frans Malherbe, who gets absolutely taken apart by Angus Bell, who hasn't had the best of starts, but that was a huge scrum from him. Yeah, Kits have also under a lot of pressure from Alan Latour. It's a huge scrum from the Wallabies. Right, well, the Hooter has gone. Quay Cooper will knock this over, and we need to actually have a bit of a chat at half time. Because, we're going to be going down 19 points to 11. It's not been a good half from the South Africans. We've got a terrible record in Australia. So, I mean, it's just so frustrating because I think it's one of those things which now becomes a bit of a mental block. Right, straight down the middle from Quay Cooper. So the Australians go into the half-time break, 19 points, 11 up. Not a good half from the Springboks and the world champions. Need to get a lot better. Need to do a lot of improving in the second half. So, let me know what you're thinking of the half down in the comments there. I'm going to take a quick break quickly, go fill up the water bottle and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in a bit, and we'll go through some of the stats of the first half. But it hasn't been the half that we would have wanted. So let me know what you thought of the first half down in the comments below. Do smash a like on the video as well. And I will see you guys in a few minutes. Right. And I am back. We are back. Well, hopefully you guys didn't go away, but I'm back. And it's disappointing times at the moment for Springboks at the moment. Currently trailing Australia 19 points to 11. A lot needs to happen in the second half if we are to try and bounce back and win this. Look, it's not a massive margin, an early try and suddenly you're right back into it. So I think that's probably the most important thing, is to make sure we score first. We do have obviously the impact of a bomb squad coming in. We've got 3 loose forwards, so they will definitely inject a lot of intensity and pace into the game. But just at the moment, not really happening. I suppose the biggest sort of concern is the defensive system hasn't really worked as well as we would kind of want it to. So hopefully that's something that we can try and fix. Players who I think will make a big difference. We're not seeing the best scrummaging performance, so hopefully we'll see a decent impact from the likes of Oxen Chair, Vincent Koch, Malcolm Marks, and then we've got the likes of Quacker Smith, Marco van Staden, Jasper Wiese, and then Hershey Yankees and Damian Willemse. So I think there are quite a lot of options to try and chase a game a bit. I don't think we'll change much, though. At the end of the day, your game plan is your game plan. I don't think it's the wrong game plan. I just think at the moment, defensively, we're not executing our structures as well as we probably would like to be. So if we look at the stats, possession 66% for Australia, 34% for South Africa. Now, that is not uncharacteristic. South Africa very rarely has loads and loads of possession. We are a team that enjoys defending, so we don't mind opposition having the ball because we will defend for 80 minutes if we have to. Territory 69, 31%. Tries, 1 apiece, missing the conversion. 4 penalties for Australia, 2 for us. Meters run, 136 from Australia, 64 from the Springboks. 13 defenders beaten from Australia. Now, that's the stat, I think, which is probably the sort of standout one in terms of needing to get better, because we can't afford to let 13 players sort of beat you compared to just the 3 that we've beaten so far. Clean breaks, 2 from Australia, none from South Africa. 44 game line carries compared to 20. 7 offloads compared to 0. 2 turnovers apiece. 21 kicks from hand compared to 14. But the tackles missed are a bit of a concern. 52 tackles made out of 65. 13 missed tackles from the Springboks in that first half, and 80% tackle success rate. The Australians have missed just the 3 tackles. They've only been asked to make 33. Goal kick percentage, 100% for Australia, 50% for South Africa. Andre Pollard leaving 5 points out there. And I think 16-19 is a bit of a different game. So frustrating that he has, especially that conversion, I thought was very, very straightforward. We've lost 1 line out. Theirs says 100%, but their first line out they didn't win. So that's wrong. Scrums have been a bit of an issue. We need to sort out the scrums. Penalties, we've conceded 4 in our own half, 4 in their half. Apparently, Australia have conceded 13 according to Ultimate Rugby, although I think that does sound like it's quite a lot. The men are out there. Sia Khaleesi does not look particularly happy with life. Not quite sure what the issue was there, if he's talking to one of his teammates or officials and stuff like that. But we are going to be underway for the second half very, very soon. I think we can come back from this. I don't think we need to panic just yet. We just need to get back to doing what we do well. Defensively, we need to be up to scratch, and I think that's probably that would have been the big talking point. Well, it's a Quade Cooper with 14 points in the match so far. As commentators just making note of that there. Right, so a big effort needed from the Springboks. As I say, I don't think there's any need to panic just yet. We do have a substitution for Australia. Nick White is on. It's a very impressive moustache, man. Good job on that. So Tate McDermott has left the field. I think that actually could be tactical. I don't think Tate McDermott had his best game. But Andre Pollard with ball in hand. The whistle is on. Well, time is on. The whistle is gone. And we are underway for the second half, going towards the touch line. Early touch from Matt Phillip, who got a yellow card. But Spoon Corsi doing well to sort of disrupt things there. And I think that's... he's been held up as well. His knees on the ground. So you do have to release. Or is it more? What is going on? How can they just move forward if we have to release? Quake Cooper filling in at scrum off there. Swinton carrying, almost being losing possession there. But we have gained possession back. There's a knock-on advantage for the Springboks. Right, now what can we do? Damien DeLinde brings in Andre Pollard, who's hitting the line with a bit of pace. Switches inside to Lacanyo, who spills it forward. Apparently it was advantage over, so now the Australians with an advantage. I think 2 knock-ons there. First one, Lacanyo, pretty poor from him. The switch was a good idea, I think, and just Yeah, just take his eyes off the ball there from Lekanya. Hasn't been had his best game, Lekanya. Probably should have scored a try in the first half. He's been so good this year that it is really uncharacteristic of him. Yeah, you see Tate McDermott with a bit of ice on his leg, so it could have been an injury-enforced sub. But yeah, so I missed a whole bunch of comments, but I'll say you need these three things to beat All Blacks: physicality, commitment, and brains. Having one won't do it. Aussie had 3 chances that failed. Rudy says Oz commentators acting like they won in the game already. I'm so thankful we don't have to listen to that, to be honest. But yes, so, right. So can we bounce back? Early scrum here. Now this is a big moment. If we can try and put in a big effort scrum time here, it's something we need to fix from the first half. Looks like a better hit there. And it's gone down. Penalty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's Angus Bell again, who's gone down. First couple of scrums, he looked a bit dodgy. Then they came back with a really big effort, but that's a big penalty to win. And they're going to go for poles, which with Andre Pollard is not a given, but this is a pretty straightforward opportunity. Massive to start the half properly like that. That's a big moment. The life of a prop, eh? Who would want to do it? Who would want to do it? Not me. Well, these days I'm looking a bit more like a prop than my glory, good old fly half days. But hey, we move. Right, Pollard. Can you? Oh, he's hit the post. No, flip and take him off now, man. Really. That is so poor. If we lose this game, you could almost literally put it on Pollard because that is the 8th point he has missed. That is horrendous from Andre Pollard. How has he missed that? Australians have pumped this down the field, but that is a shocking miss from Andre Pollard. Now Dwayne Vermeulen going down the right there. Runs over Ikatal. Gets up towards the halfway line, and we can't kick for goal at the moment. We just have to go. We could be straight in front, and we'll probably have to go for a scrum or something because Pollard can't blooming kick anything. Surely it's out. Yeah, thank you. Penalty for taking Faf de Klerk out there. Yeah, Bongi Manambi getting involved there, but that cheapers. I can't understand how he's missed that. I cannot understand how he missed that. Right, so gone to the corner. That's a decent kick there from Pollard. He's got found possession inside the 22, so hopefully we could try score some tries because at the moment, Pollard, really, you cannot be an international fly half and miss 3 kicks, especially something like that. That really wasn't difficult. On the left-hand side of the field, suits the right boot. We could be level. We should be level. If Pollard kicked well today, we would be level. So, Bongi Manambi goes to Luat Diaga. There comes a rolling more there. It's initially a good defense, I think, from Australia, but now see if we can get a bit of momentum. There we go. They're moving forward, y'all. Springboks moving forward. Slowly but surely, building a bit of momentum. Manambi controlling it pretty well at the back. The call comes to use it. He goes to Damon Dialendi. He puts his head down. Now, Michael Hooper is not. Just about to say thank you, Michael Hooper. Well, the penalties were not rolling away, but Michael Hooper never released there. Well, he reckons number 7 is equal. I'm not convinced about that, but a penalty does come, and we're going to have to go for another blooming point because Andre Pollard's going to miss this. Well, we're going for points. Well, Pollard, can you just get this right, please? At the moment, you're operating at less than a 50% bloody success rate. Just flipping ridiculous. Carl says, why does it look like the Boks are trying to play safe? They need to turn up the tempo. Mark is buggery again. The Australian commentary is so biased. Thankfully, not listening to that. We need to get the points to put pressure on Australia. Pardon, not his usual self. He's a blue bull out of Cape Town, to be fair, but yeah, you have to play with the Bulls. Morris says that they don't take Pollard off in 2 minutes and something is very, very wrong. Well, surely you can get this one. Oh, hella flippin' Lula. He's finally got one. So there we go. Onto the board in the second half. Decent start. There's a couple of back-to-back penalties there from Australia. Pollard finally does give one over the blooming bar. So 14 points to 19. He could have been kicking us into the lead with that, but it's just. Bungie Manambi has left the park. So an early change there. Malcolm Marks into the fray of things. Hopefully we'll see a storming game from him. Such a good player as Malcolm Marks. They go deep towards Dwayne Vermeulen, who's almost fumbled that forward. Does manage to regather it. And a penalty for sealing off. You can't do that. You cannot score points and then concede a penalty right off the kickoff. It is such blooming amateur hour to do that. Really. So even Etzebeth has stayed down after that. Looks to be in some discomfort. Okay, so they reckon there could be some foul play. Let's hope we can try and get bailed out by that one. Okay, so it could be some foul play here from Swinton. Yeah, thank you very much. They'll take a penalty there. Lachlan Swinton, there's no effort to wrap. He literally shoulder charges Eben Etzebeth, and that penalty will be turned over. That's a horrendous tackle. He literally just dropped. I mean, he goes in like this. His arm's over here. So the penalty will be reverted. And I think Swinton's in trouble here. Just a penalty. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I'll take a penalty there, but I mean, that's there is no. I mean, we've seen people who get binned for going low, and sometimes they've gone with their arms, and their arms were knocked away, and they've been binned. Lachlan Swinton never even attempts to use his arm. Like his arm, his hand is literally basically in his pocket down the side here. It was such a blooming shoulder charge. So I'm surprised that's not a yellow card. I think that has to be a yellow. I think that's the first one I don't agree with. Because we've seen penalties given for a lot of shoulder charges and no arms tackles. Now, that wasn't even an attempt to wrap. There was not even a thought. So we got a yellow card. So we're up to the penalties. So we're up to the halfway line. Thankfully, being bailed out a bit there because we had conceded a penalty. Malcolm Marks' first line was good. The maul is going nowhere, so we are going to have to use it. And Faf de Klerk will put this in the air. Spoon call, and it's going to go straight into touch, isn't it? That's gone straight into touch from Faf. So if you give to possession back, not quite happening at the moment, is it? Not quite happening. So it'll be the Australian line now, just inside block territory. I think the player rates could be pretty brutal at this rate. Can't think of anyone who's played particularly well from the box, actually. Well, we've thrown the line out, so that's a nice moment. Malcolm Marks shoving off Isaac Rodder as well for good measure. Now back towards Andre Pollard. He goes to the boot, puts that high in the air. Doesn't go particularly far. Makazuma Pimpy will contest and spills that forward, almost uncontested, actually. So that's actually pretty poor from him. So we'll go play the knock-on. I mean, I don't understand how Makazuma Pimpy actually knocks this forward because it wasn't even contested. The nice line win earlier there from Lurtiaga to win it back. But at the end of the day, he goes up here and just gets it completely wrong and spills it forward. He needs to do better there, Desmond Pimpy. There are links in the description for all the different broadcasts that are showing the match for the people looking for a stream. Well, I think we're going to have to hope for some impact off the bench because at the moment our starters are not having a good time up there. Also got a decent scrum there from the Springboks. A lot of pressure coming in. Messi ball to Craig Cooper. He's going to clean up. Gives it to Karevi, who almost finds a gap. He's tackled by the Kanya. Now Nick White over the top there. There's nobody home. That's a really, really good kick from the Australian scrum half. He's found touch inside the 22. This box had been pinned back. Looked like a decent scrum. But a really good piece of play there from the replacement scrum half. Was he in his own half? Oh, well, crosses. Now it's a blooming Australian puts in. It's a 50-22, the first one we've seen from during a Springbok game. So it is actually a Wallabies line out now, all of a sudden inside the 22. I really don't like this rule, to be honest. Even if the South Africans are doing it, I just think it's so rugby leaguish. But a decent line when they kill away, runs into Malcolm Marks and Andre Pollard. Australians on the attack. Damien De Lindy makes the tackle on Valentini. Dwayne Vermeulen floating around, trying to get Cooper gets tackled there. Decent defense there. Going to the side there. Spoon Corsi makes a big hit. He does bounce off him though. Does Alatoa. So it's Fainga. He's eventually brought down. Mark goes to Swinton and then goes to Craig Cooper. It's a good defensive read there by Sia Khaleesi. You come up on the line and makes the hit on Alatoa. Now Nick White's looking for options, and he throws it over the top to Kellaway. He gets the ball away to White again. Who gets, and that's knocked on by Willie LaRue. Is that like a deliberate knock on? Yeah, Luke White saying everyone needs to just calm down. I think Willie LaRue could be in trouble here. I think that could have been a deliberate knock on. Okay, so they've got a penalty advantage anyway. So the penalty's for offside. Now the question is, has Willie LaRue deliberately knocked that on? Or has he made a genuine attempt to catch the ball? Because if not, he could be in trouble. Cheapers, Nick White, what a prat. You check his reaction, he's slamming things to the ground and stuff like that. And as Luke Pierce just says, calm the flip down. I don't know what his issue is. No, I don't think it's a little. I think he is trying to actually make it. Well, that's sort of the reasoning. If you're making an attempt, it's going to be a penalty anyway because they had a penalty advantage. Okay, well, it's going to get binned. How blooming Swinton can go in without a flipping arm and not get binned, and now Billy LaRue's going to get binned for this. Now they're looking to see if it's potentially a blooming penalty try. Yeah, look, so I mean, a penalty's about. Look, to be fair, I wouldn't mind if it's a yellow card. If Swinton had been sent off, I've just never seen such a bad attempt at a tackle. It is a yellow card. Billy LaRue's off. Have they given a penalty try though? No, they haven't given a penalty try. Well, at least. Well, that's the second yellow card for South African. Sia Khaleesi sent off in the first half. And now we've got another 10 minutes period to try and cope without an extra man. So they are going to go for the points here, try and re-establish that lead that they had early on, which, to be honest, I don't think is actually the worst thing. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Right, so can he make that 8-point lead again? Yeah, no issue there from Craig Cooper. He's kicked well tonight. Pretty easy efforts, to be fair. He hasn't had anything too difficult, but he slotted it every single time, whereas Andre Pollard has struggled. Right, well, this would be a big game to come back from. 8 points down, 52 minutes played already, and down to 14 men. So it's just not going particularly well for the Springboks. They're going to need a massive effort here. I think we are going to see a couple of substitutions soon. I don't think we've made any besides Malcolm Marks. No, Etibeth has gone off. You see, Etibeth gone off with an injury because of the no-arms tackle from Swinton. Not happy about that. Well, they spilled it forward there. Quacker Smith's on the park. I think he's probably come on for Vincent Cox on as well. And I'm seeing 21 as well. So that's Jasper Visa. So quite a few changes for the box. Stephen Kitsoff is still on, so no Oxen chair just yet. This is better from the Springboks. Inside the 22. Going to Quacker Smith now. Quacker Smith gets smashed by Ikatar, but they do manage to maintain possession. Goes to Vincent Koch. It's a decent run from him. Now in composure, Sia Khaleesi. Big tackle on him from Fainga. He's still going. He got up and went again to Khaleesi. It's available for after Clerk. Sixth phase for the box. Stephen Kitsoff running into Michael Hooper. A little bit lateral there. Now Pollard goes himself. Going back towards the left. It's Malcolm Marks, Michael Hooper. He doesn't release. He never released. I don't think that's the second one. I'm not convinced he ever released. But where was the support? Blooming by himself as well. You see, I'm not convinced he ever released. He's definitely part of the tackle here. Ball retention, chaps. Ball retention. Right, now Marco Verstaden joins the fray. Where's the scrum cap, mate? So Sia Khaleesi departs from the field. I'm assuming Jasper Wiese is on for Dwayne Vermeulen. I haven't seen him. I'll be very surprised if he's going to play a full 80. So, well, the bench is on. Everyone bar Oxen Chair and the two backline players are on. So it's pretty much a pretty new pack. Well, Oxen Chair is getting ready to come on. So I don't think it'll be too long before he's on. And hopefully we need a big impact from the bench. We've got to try and score a try here. Time is off as there's a couple of running repairs to Lut Diaga. Front of the line there to Swinton. Once again, Michael Hooper used it. Big carry from Valentini. Now Craig Cooper trying to sort of pin the box back. Go straight down the middle. It'll be cleaned up by Spoon Corsi. He's got Makazorma Pimpy next to him. He goes up. There's Spoon Corsi. Makazorma Pimpy's trying to chase, but there's a lot of Australian traffic. But they do split it forward there to Australia. Yeah, thank you. The Australians have used their blockers very well. As soon as he's been up and under, a lot of lazy runners, a lot of traffic to try and get through. It's becoming very difficult to try and actually compete for the ball, trying to get through all the traffic that Australia are putting in front of the Springboks. Oh, is he not in front of the kicker there? I mean, in front of the player. A couple of subs now for Australia. So it's a penalty here for the Springboks, actually. I was about to say, I thought it was a penalty. So we do kick it into Australian territory. Still got 5 minutes of no Vili Leroux. So if you can try and get a penalty, try and get within that 5-point range again, it'll be quite useful. Yeah, here we go. Here comes Oxen Chair. Right, now we need an impact from this bench. So it's only Luke Dialga and Franco Master who started the game in the pack now. So it's pretty much a new pack. They go to Luke Dialga and the line out. Trying to get the rolling more going. There's a bit of momentum. Luke Dialga needs to protect Malcolm Marx here before they can get hands on the ball here. Malcolm Marx has got by himself, so he's gone down, but it is available. Vincent Koch is eventually brought down. Back into the pocket there. Pollard now going to the boot. Marcus Olma Pimpy chasing hard. It's a very far kick though. Oh, it's come off. And look on your arm. We've got the rebound back right up on the 5 meter there. It's still no. Come now. Composure. They got a Franco Mostert who just turns in the tackle and allows a couple of support players to come back. They go back down the blind side to Lakanya who's wrapped up well. Once again, there's no release there. Chaps, where's the support? Not the best part. Look, Jeepers. Fighting has been doing that every single time. Penalty advantage. He's been doing the grass cutter every single time. It's the third time he's done it. Yeah, we saw the grass cutters. Yeah, having a look at it. Go have a look at it, Luke. Go and look at it. Go and check it, because I'm not happy with it. He's done it 3 times this time. No, come on, mate. That is ridiculous. You've got to send him off here. I mean, he pretty much just dives at his knees there. You can't just go and just dive in front of the player. Come on, man. Get the cards out. Send him to the bin. And he's done it. As I said, he's done it about 3 times this time. So the same person as well. Now, Bloomie Swinton got away with his no arms tackle, and now Fainga has just dove in front of the player. No effort whatsoever you can't do that. What are we going to do here, Luke? Surely, give him a card. Yeah, yellow card. Get in the bin. What? How can you boo? Blooming Australians, eh? Dear. Michael Hooper saying 21's coming off his feet and being very aggressive. Luke Pierce says, and I quote, "You can be as aggressive as I want, but it's not happening. Bugger off." Right, we've gone for the corner because Wanda Pollard would have missed the penalty. Right, so 2 yellow cards at the moment, 14 on 14, but when Vili LaRue returns, there will be a 6-minute period where the Springboks will have a numerical advantage. They go to Luke Dialga. It's a solid line win. Now, the more has been working so far, so I'll tell you what, Malcolm. Oh yeah, we've got the run. Malcolm Marx is over. Come on! Fainga, cheers, mate. Back in it. Let's move. 1922, kick to come. Come on. We're moving. Let's go. Let's do this. That's better. Now come. Stamp your authority on this game. Well, game on. The kick to come can make it a 1-point game. Suddenly we can start taking the points. But Malcolm Marx, Bongi Manambi with the 2 try scores. The rolling more is working. It is working, which is a nice sort of physical flex. Alton Yankees barking out the orders with the water at the moment. Well, we need an impact from this bench. We've got all the right players to it. Now, flipping Andre Pollard, if you don't get this, I'm flying over to Australia. I'm going to smack you. Flipping finally. Okay, there we go. 21-22. 21-22. 20 minutes left on the clock. The box back in it. Right, so I'm looking at this on the comments. It's just been one of those games. It's very frustrating. Right, where we at? Nicole Whittle says about in time. Yeah, 100%. TSV nerfing me. Brandy time. No, don't even mention Brandy after last night. No. Eesh, I'm off. I'm taking a sabbatical. Really says, I think we will scrape this, but my dreams for beating New Zealand are totally shattered. You're allowed to have a bad game. Keek says, we're going to win this, I'm telling you. Nani Freya says, Pollard needs to find form, and we need to start looking at options, and Coulson is knocking down doors. Warbot 5 says, there have been about more than 8 shoulder charges against the Africans, including one in the neck against Etzebeth. How come he's only penalizing charges now? No, I wasn't happy with that Etzebeth one. Jasper Vista underneath the kickoff there. Scroll back, you'll see I predicted a big moment from Lure to Marks, playing with lots of confidence. Right, Faf de Klerk, off the kickoff, chasing hard is Spoon Corsi. And the tackle comes from Franco Mostert. Franco Mostert played full 60s, the first one there. Now spreading it out wide of the Australians. Not the best pass to Ikatala, a bit of space down there for Valentini. Mekazuloma Pimpi needs to make the tackle. He eventually does. Australia down the right-hand side into Bok territory on the 10-meter line. Matt Phillip now with the carry. Jasper Wiesel over that ball. And he's to... No, you see, I'm sorry. Flippin' Michael Hooper has been doing this every single time. Never releasing. Jasper Wiesel makes the tackle. Didn't release, to be fair. But how is he being penalized when Michael Hooper did the exact same thing about 5 minutes ago and won the penalty? Luke Pearce, what is going on here, chap? So he does need to release. I can go with it. But Hooper did the same thing. We never released. Was a tackle assister, and he won the penalty. So that's frustrating. Yes, Nick White looks like an annoying character. So they don't currently have a hooker, so if they were to go for the line, they'd have to bring somebody on. They are going to go for the points here. That's frustrating. All right, Willie Louis back on the park, so we've got the numerical advantage here. But it's just... I thought Luke Pierce had a really, really good first half, but second half, I think he's missed a couple of things. I think that look, it's a penalty. It is a penalty. He doesn't release it. But I do think that Blooming Michael Hooper had the same thing earlier on the game, and nothing happened. So consistency is all that we ask from officials. If you're going to penalize one, penalize the other. I don't know how Swinton didn't get a yellow card for that shoulder charge. He's literally injured Evan Etzebeth. Thankfully, they saw Fainga, who had, that's a horrendous attempt. It wasn't even an attempt of a tackle. He just dove at Blooming Oxenchair's knees. Right, Quaid, do us all a favor and miss this, chap. Pull it Andre Pollard. It looks good. It's gone straight down the middle. You see, Pollard, this is how you kick. So Australia hit back 21 points to 25. Game on. Game's getting interesting. The game's getting interesting. Jeepers. Adjust my clock there. 62.50. A couple of subs here for Oz as well. I think it's Kellaway that's just left the park. So I imagine Reese Hodges on. Going towards the touchline from the kickoff. It's Matt Phillip. So who is currently the captain? I suppose it's Pollard, the vice captain. Yeah, that's still on. Being told to use it here is Nick White. Likewise, Jasper Wiese underneath it. And he lets it bounce. I don't think it was a knock-on, but Australia have one possession. That's not a good moment from Jasper Wiese. Now Cooper spots a bit of space out there. It bounced inside to Andre Pollard. Pollard, for flip's sake, you had Billy LaRue over there, you had Makazole Mapimpi, you took contact, and then threw a 50-50 pass out. What are you doing, mate? Pollard has been horrendous today. I mean, Mapimpi, you could have just given him the ball. You could have literally just put it in his flipping hands. Come now, mate. Well, I've got a test debut on here for Australia. Fleti Katu is on. I need to remove my yellow card from Billy LaRue. So this is the perfect way for Australia to sort of wind down the clock. His first throw in international rugby is a good one. The Australians have kept possession. They're trying to get their own more going, but it's not going anywhere. So they will be told to use it. Oh, fantastic. And Karevi's just lost the ball forward. That's exactly what we need to see. That's what we need to see. A couple of mistakes coming in. Give us a bit of a foothold. That's pretty poor from Karevi, to be honest. It wasn't exactly a bad pass. He just takes his eye off and knocks it on. So it will be a South African scrum. I think it's the first scrum we've had with our new front row, actually. Trying to think of the South Africans that have played well today. I think Franco Master has been pretty faultless in terms of, I don't think we've seen much of him, but you never really do. Luat Diago's got through a decent amount of work. Pollard's had a shocker. Lukanya, he's off. He's off. That is a huge call. Andre Pollard does not get substituted. Damien Willemse will see this game off at the number 10 position. Come with the hour, come with the man. Now, lots of people have been giving Damien Willemse a lot of hate. And this is, if there's ever a time to try and shut people up, this is it. But I think it's deserved. I think Pollard was playing badly, so make the change. You got to, if you're going to say that we back Damien Willemse to play 10 if he has to, then you've got to play Willemse 10 if you have to. So come on, Damien. Mercurial talent. Let's see what he can do. Oh, that's a huge scrum. Thank you. Penalty. That's what we need. We went down there, but you can see that on the hit that we had the upper hand. That's what we want to see. It's against Jay Slipper. Welcome to the game, mate. You can see on the back front row just completely face planting as the Australians just buckled under the pressure there. That's a nice big scrum. But in terms of players who've played well, I think Spilling Corsi's worked quite hard. Hasn't had much to do on the attack, but he's chased pretty hard. Makazole Mapimpi, had that knock on, hasn't had the best of games. But so far, we've seen a decent impact from the bench here. The front rows, it looks like they're operating. Vincent Cox looked quite bright since coming on. Malcolm Marx, second half penalty, you can see it's 7 from Australia, 3 from South Africa. Right, come now, 14 minutes to go. We need to start operating here. It goes to Luat Diago. Almost looked like another early push from Australia, but I think they timed it right. It has splintered off to the right. So we've got a bit of a run, but they've come through on Malcolm Marx. So this is probably be a turnover ball unless we can, this is going to be turned over. That ball ain't coming out anywhere. Use it comes the call. But they've got hands there, and I don't think this ball is coming out. So it will be a turnover ball. That's very frustrating. It was quite weird because it sort of splintered off, and they almost didn't know what was going on. And as a result, the Australians managed to get through the middle and get their hands on Malcolm Marx. But so all of this scrum, that's frustrating. It's frustrating. I think they probably should have used it when they realized it wasn't well set. But we will have a scrum, which might not be the worst thing. How is Willemse's kicking? Look, it's not the best, but having said that, I don't think you can do much worse than what Andre Pollard did today. So, back him. You got to back the buggers. Right, this is probably the last play before you will see firing. I don't think he'll come on, to be honest. So, big moment here in the game. If you can try and win a scrum, this is where we need a big scrum. If we win a scrum penalty here, we'll be in a nice position. Time is currently off. whilst we've got a bit of break, and I'm exploiting the fact that there are 800 of you wonderful people watching, please do go and subscribe to our second channel. We are literally one person away from hitting 1,000 subscribers. So who's going to be the hero of the day? Which one of you will be the man to take, as or woman, to take Forever Rugby to 1,000 subscribers? Actually, I take it all back. It's got 1,000 subscribers, but I'm going to do it anyway. Please do quickly go and subscribe to our second channel over there. You can just go and quickly pop there, subscribe there, then come back here. We do lots of the sort of press conference clips and stuff like that. We do try and do highlights of stuff. That's a big scrum from South Africa. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I don't know who's got the ball here. I think the Australians have got the ball. It's a mess at the rack time. I think they have managed to gain advantage. That was a big scrum from South Africa. Good stuff we need. Oh, offload. Australia broken, but Kwagga Smith is back and over that ball. Kwagga Smith is come on, Kwagga Smith. When people ask, what does Kwagga Smith bring? It's that athleticism that we just displayed right there. It was a really, really good break there from Australia. It was Peter Samu who made the run. Loot Diaga's gone down. Oh, this doesn't look good as well. He looks in lots of pain. But Kwagga Smith was there very quickly, all over that ball, winning the penalty. That's what we need. Big moments like that. Good stuff, Kwagga. But Loot Diaga does not look happy here in the slightest. Tell you what, though, the scrums are looking very good for South Africa. Marco Verstaaren's got a bit of a blood nose there. Looks like he's been in the wars. He's taking a bit of a hit here, is Loot Diaga. I think they're looking at... So it's Karevi that made the tackle. So Loot Diaga, you can just see hitting his shoulder in that collision. Good offload there. Making the break. Malcolm Verstaaren makes the tackle with Franco Mossert. You can see it's on the shoulder there from Loot Diaga. It doesn't look particularly good. It was a good break. Franco Mossert and Malcolm Verstaaren making the desperate tackle. And Kwagga Smith was there in a flash all over that ball. Yeah, you can see he goes straight down as Loot Diaga. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. We can't. And we've got flipping Eben Etzebeth. Oh, he's back up. I think he's going to carry on, does Loot. But yeah, we're dropping here. We're dropping. Well, he's up. Hopefully he's fine because I think Etzebeth took that hit on the shoulder in the first half. So hopefully he's okay. But yeah, here we go. Big moment here. Penalty. We're going to be able to kick this towards the corner. Franco Mossert, the engine on that man is so impressive. Like there, you know, making the break, and he's there making the tackle. Kwagga Smith was quick there to the breakdown. No, Etzebeth back on. Loot Diaga is leaving the park. So I think he's going off for an HIA, which is fine. It's good to see that Eben Etzebeth can continue. I wasn't sure if he was off with an injury, but the fact that he's back on means he obviously wasn't too serious. So Willem's first contribution of the game will be to try and kick ourselves towards territory. It's a nice safe kick there. Doesn't find a touch too close to the try line, but to be honest, I'd rather be safe than sorry. All right, you might clock back on. Master goes up and wins the lineup there. Initially shoved back from the Springboks, trying to get this more going. Malcolm Verstaaren's got the ball. Now Malcolm Marx has it at the back. Doesn't look particularly well set. So I think I reckon we need to use this. Yeah, South Africa is asking for the ball. But it's not coming. It's not coming. I think we're gonna lose this, yeah. Penalty advantage, though. Never mind. South Africa uses it. To dab it ahead, which is Tupo there is on, jumps on it, but it was a penalty advantage, so we'll have another penalty, so we'll be able to kick this corner once again. And so Australia back down to a full contingent as well, by the way. So let me just get rid of this card. So 10 minutes to go. 4-point margin in the game. Right, first things first, got to win the line out. Got to win the line out. Okay, go to Franklin Mostert. Oh, they shot pushed too early. I mean, he didn't really get down there. Yeah, early on the thing. Once again, penalty advantage. Right, what are we going to do? Faf de Klerk goes to Damon De Linde, goes to Damon Willemse. Pass out wide to Willie LaRue. Pass out wide to Springboks. Has he got the pace? There's a lot of people there. He throws the ball back in, but it will be out. Have we got what? I think somebody's managed to get over here. I don't know what's going on, actually. We're going to check this here. I don't think it is a try. It was a long pass out for Willie LaRue. So Springboks had to come in. He got away from... He threw the ball back inside. Then Makazuma Pimpi goes back inside to Willie LaRue. Yeah, he's very clearly out. So you can start looking at this. Go back for the penalty. You need to make this penalty count. We need to make it... Yeah, he's clearly in touch here, chaps. We don't actually need to keep looking at this. Let's move on. Go back to our penalty. We need to try and get a try here. Try and then defend for 10 minutes. Come on, the chaps. Come on, the chaps. Yep, no try. We knew this. So we have another penalty there. That's the third time they've taken him out in the air. Surely, there needs to be a bit of a warning about this, yeah. It was good presence of mind there from Springboks to throw it back as he was being taken out, actually. Right on the 5 meter here. Come now, chaps. Come now. I don't think Australia will even compete, to be honest. So it's all about getting this down and trying to get Malcolm Marx over for a second. Or else get a penalty advantage and then, yeah, anything. Malcolm Marx goes up. Here we go. Moster's urging them on. We've got the run on them. The patience of Malcolm Marx. He's been remaining patient. We're shifting to the side. They're still going. Here comes Damien De Linde. Here comes the pack. We're down. We're over. Come on. There we go. Huge effort. That was brutal. It was almost very impressive defense from the Australians, but in the end, eventually gets over. And the Boks are ahead. We are ahead with 9 minutes to go. Now defend. I mean, I'm glad Luke Pierce saw something because Christ, all I just see is a lot of bodies. Yeah, credit to Malcolm Marx and I think Faf de Klerk with the communication and just saying we'll get there because it was sort of going off to the side and there must be that temptation. I mean, you can see the try line there. You've got the ball in hand to go, but you have to have the patience to say no. Back my maul. We'll get over there. Woo! 2 tries now for Malcolm Marx, 1 for Bongi Manambi. I mean, it's 3 more tries. You know what? Is there anything more South African? Right, Dan Villeneuve, his first kick of the match to try and add This is actually quite an important kick because it means Australia have to score if they want to win. And Willis has gone. Oh my living, that's horrendous. 10 points off the kicking tee. If I'm Alton Yankees, I'm backing myself to play next weekend if I'm him. Because the kicking today has been absolutely dreadful. Dreadful. That was a horrible effort from Damien Willemse. Right, that's Pavisa under the kickoff. The important thing is just to do the basics right now. We've got 3 minutes to just defend and take the W. Big counter-attack coming from Australia, but it is still available for Faf de Klerk. Being told to use it now. Now, he won't go for touch here, Faf de Klerk. He's going to keep it alive. Evan Etzebeth is chasing hard, and it bounces towards the side. I don't know who actually comes off there. They've got a knock on. Do you want the line out of the scrum? Mate, have you seen their scrums? So they will take the line out. You've got to contest this. Got to contest this. Come now. 6 minutes left to try and defend. We don't contest it, and they use it quickly. Nick White going to Karevi. He's wrapped up by Marco Verstappen. Dave Willemse jumping there as well. Slow ball here from White. They decide to switch the angle. This is Craig Cooper. Karevi almost through the gap, trying to look for the offload. Doesn't manage to get it away. Philip now. Big tackle on him from Malcolm Marks and Franco Mostert. Inside ball there for Cora Betty. And Kwaka Smith is all over that ball. All over. Oh, Shirley. Craig Cooper going to Reese Hodge. Counter-attack coming in there from Damon De Lindy. Can't afford to concede a penalty because they can kick into the lead. Big discipline needed here. Craig Cooper going behind to Karevi. He'll go himself. Runs into Faf de Klerk and Franco Mostert. Stephen Kitsoff is there trying to go for the ball on the ground there. Yeah, tell him, Luke. Nick White trying to claim things that aren't there. Big hit there from Oxen Chair. Kwaka Smith ready to try and be on that breakdown. Valentini, the Australians going backwards at the moment. So far, really good defense. Malcolm Marks has come over that. He's missed it, so he's released it. That's fine. Back to the 10-meter line. That's another big hit on Matt Phillip. Bit of a loose pass there. Back to the halfway line. Eben Etzebeth over that ball as well. Can he get hands on? No, he's lost his feet, but they're back up to the halfway line. Really, really good defenses from the Springboks. 12 phases. And they've gone all the way back from being, they're basically the 22. Now a bit of space out wide to Michael Hooper. He's down the right there. Michael Hooper, we need assistant here. Oh, they knocked it on, thank goodness. Woo, they butchered that. If that had gone to, how did they, that was a 2-on-1. Michael Hooper, Reese Hodge down the flank. They got around the side there. And he's waiting for Damien Willemse, who then makes the Damien Willemse, who just said he's a passenger in the squad. Java Guru, take that back. Damien Willemse has just forced that knock on with that tackle. That is a huge moment. If that's all he does today, that's all he needed to do. Good stuff, Dave. Because it was a 2-on-1. So he waited, forced Michael Hooper through the pass too early, and then Willemse dislodging the ball in the tackle. And now with 4.5 minutes to go, we've got a scrum. We've been scrumming well. Hit the scrum, win the penalty, kick it deep. That's Pavisa looking a bit tired. I don't know if he saw there. As for this whole water boy and filming on the phone, I mean, crushes. Do you have to have is every single match becoming a documentary? Herschel Yankees is now on to see out the match. Actually, not a bad game. I mean, Faf de Klerk's been a little bit defensively, probably hasn't been at his best. But yeah, let's see if Herschel can do it. But that's a big moment for Damien Willemse to with that intervention. I mean, you can see it's a 2-on-1. It's 2-on-1, and he says, "Cool, boom, thank you, boom." That's actually huge from Damien Willemse. That is, if we win the game, go back to that tackle because that is a huge moment from him. Come on, man. 4.5 minutes. Let's do this. 3.5 minutes. This would be a massive mental win to win this game. Just at the end of the day, you are allowed to have bad games. The best teams play badly and get a result. So you play we haven't played well today at the Springboks. They haven't been. The defensively has not been particularly good. We've had much better performances than today. But if you can play like today and still get a win, that's a big mental victory there. So we're on our 22, our own scrum. We need a huge scrum here, chaps. Come on, chaps. We need that Trevor Nyakane tongue out moment. The hit looked decent. Yeah, they're moving forward. That's a huge scrum. Luke Pierce, give it, chap. High ball. Well, it's gone straight up. We had the momentum there. We're keeping it and trying to win the penalty. Franco Moss got a lot to say. Big scrum. It's fine. We'll take a reset. Run the clock down. Come on, the chaps. Less than 3 minutes to go. 2.5. Come. Big scrum, yeah, chaps. Big scrum. Herschel, if this doesn't look good, you got to get that ball out quickly. They're now going sideways. Well, it's been It also failed to play. Jasper Wiese has picked up and taken it. So we have one possession back, which is the main thing. And we're going to keep it tight here. Oh, this makes me nervous when people do this. I know, you see Herschel, because he's going to go to the boot. Can't find touch. He's going to need a really big chase here from Spoon Corsi. It will be contestable. It bounces back to the Springboks side. So Oxenchair gives to Damian Willemse under a bit of pressure. Damian Willemse does get the kick away. He launched it downfield, down to the middle of the park. Defensive line here. Reece Hodge is looking to kick it again. Yeah, he goes up there. So this will be a big tester for Lekanyo And he runs back to the Springbok side. Jasper Wiese breaks off there. Still going. Come on, 1.5 minutes. Just composure, chaps. Just composure. Yeah, thank you. Finally, told Flipper Michael Hooper that he can't use. No, you said no hands, and then the ball's popped on their side. Yeah, thank you. Knock on. There we go. We'll take another scrum. Come on. Hey, Nick White's got a face I want to slap. Hey, he's got a moustache. You got a good moustache, but he's annoying. You know that number 9, that typical sort of number 9 that is just always in the ref's ear. You see, once again, Michael Hooper did not release there, by the way. I'm telling you, he's never released. Nor was he sporting his body weight. But I would never put Michael Hooper in charge of a film company because nothing would ever be released. You'd have all these films and they'll just never hit the cinemas because he doesn't know what a release is. Half a minute to go. Hans, what half are we in? We're on our half and the 10 meter. That's a big scrum from Australia, having said that, but we have gone away with the ball. And it's available for Herschel Yankees who snipes down. Oh no, we've conceded a penalty for holding on. What? Oh my living. Australia going to kick to win the match. It was a big scrum from Australia. And Nick White all over there. But yeah, he's not even contesting. He loses it. He misses it. Well, you don't need a lip reader to see what Jacques Nienaber just screamed there. Oh, Craig Cooper's going to kick to win this. And now he has a kick to win the game after the hooter. I just can't believe we didn't get a penalty from the scrums. We had 2 massive scrums and there was no penalty. You know, we just know that flippin' Quay Cooper is going to smack this down the middle. Oh my goodness. This is going to ruin my bri later. That's so good. Oh, we've lost it. They've won it at the death. Quay Cooper. Well, at the end of the day, we missed 10 points off the tee. Quay Cooper did not miss a flippin' inch. So, Andre Pollard, Damian Willemse, if you guys don't learn to flippin' kick, that's so good. That is so good. Well, full time at the Seabus Stadium, and the Springboks have lost. Well, thank you everybody for jumping on. A bit of a disappointing one there. And that makes the Rugby Championship very, very difficult to win. What a moment from Quade Cooper, but jeepers me, Yeah, well, there it is. There it is. Right. Well, we're going to hang on to the player ratings. We're going to be starting in about 5 minutes, about 10 minutes time. So hang around for that. And then we will be streaming the post-match press conference live for all the members. So please do smash like on the video on the way out. Subscribe to the channel as well. And I'll see you guys at the player ratings, where I think we're going to get quite brutal, to be honest. But yeah, keep well, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.